What's up guys, Sailor here, and this is the introduction of a new series I'm hoping to continue. This is going to be a Transmog guide series where you guys get to submit your Transmogs, we'll review them, I'll do a guide on where to get them, and then you guys can leave a rating on the Transmog, and after we get so many in, the one with the most, like the highest rating, will win a prize or something. But I'll give you a little bit more information on that at the end of the video. So the first one we have in is from Hybz. Now, he did give me the name for his transmog, but I can't remember what it is, so I apologise. I'll probably put it in the description. But this is Hybz's transmog. It is a male transmog, like a fiery red one. It looks pretty cool. It's not anything, he's not used like a specific set. He's kind of just taken different pieces and put them together, which is really nice. I do like that. And the first piece up is the Crown of Destruction. So we're going to need to go to Ragnaros to pick up the Crown of Destruction. And if you're unfamiliar with where that is or how to get inside, you need to go to Blackrock Mountain. And if you're attuned, you'll be able to talk to this NPC here, this Lothos, and he'll teleport you inside. And if you're not attuned, he'll have a quest for you. Now the Mountain Core is a level 60 raid, so you will need to be sort of 80 plus or 70 plus to be able to solo this. And if you're not attuned, you'll have to run through Blackrock Depths to complete the quest to get inside Molten Core. So a bit of a pain, and then you'll have to, once you're inside, we'll have to kill Ragnaros, and you'll have a chance of getting the Crown of Destruction for Ragnaros. Now Ragnaros does have quite a big loot table, so you might need to run this a few times to actually get what you need from Ragnaros. But if you're lucky enough, you will get what you need. But I was lucky enough to get what actually I needed from this, which was the Paladin legs. So the next piece up is the chest. The shoulders, and this is the Champion's Herald shoulders. Now you have a few options for this. The first option is going to be from the Justice Vendor, the second option is going to be from normal Scarlet Halls, and the final option is going to be from Heroic Scarlet Halls. So you have quite a few options on actually getting these shoulders, and you shouldn't have too much issue with getting them at all. Now I do like these shoulders because it's like a one shoulder model. You only have like one shoulder piece, which is pretty cool. So the first piece we can get is from the Justice Vendor, and this costs 2,175 Justice. You'll have to go to Orgrimmar or Stormwind to pick this up, depending on your faction. And the next one is from normal Scarlet Halls, as mentioned, and that's from Arm Master Haralon. And I'll just quickly show you where Scarlet Halls is. So Scarlet Halls is in Tristful Glades. Sorry, not Tristful Glades. It's in Tristful Glades. And you want to go to the right entrance, don't do what I did and go to the left one first of all, and you can either do this on, like, you won't be able to solo it on heroic difficulty, so make sure it's on normal difficulty, and you can do this as many times as needed to get your shoulders. You don't need to complete the full dungeon either, it's up to the second boss in here that we need to do, so you just need to quickly blitz through it and get the shoulders. As you see, the mobs in here are level 30, so anyone above sort of 50-60 should have no issues with soloing this at all. And you'll be able to have a chance of the shoulders. As I said, if you don't get them on your first run, you can run outside, reset the dungeon, and have another go. The next piece up in the set is there's no cloak, so we're going to ignore that, is the chest. And that is the Blood Knight breastplate. Now, we're going to have a bit of issue getting this, and there's no models really that match that, so you may have to find an alternative that looks similar, or has the same colour scheme, because this is going to be a little bit of a challenge to get for those on the lower populated servers. So the actual chest piece comes from mobs. It's from most mobs in Outland, so level 60 to 70 mobs, and it's just a random sort of green drop, so the chances of getting it are quite slim. You might get lucky and find it on the auction house, but most people are going to sell this for quite a lot because a lot of people actually want it for transmog. But you might be able to pick it up cheap, or you might just be lucky and be able to pick it up at all. If it's not on your auction house, you are going to have to grind mobs to try and get this, or look for an alternative that matches. A good place to farm is something like Sephic Halls. You'll be able to run through that and have a chance on the breastplate. But once again, it is going to be pretty difficult to pick this up, as it is a world green drop, so the chances of getting this specific one are quite low. The next piece up is going to be the gloves, and this is the Magnificent Gauntlets. Once again, a similar situation with these. These are green gauntlets, so you might need to have to find a alternative to this piece. But if you want to farm them, these are level 6 to level 60, so they're going to come from level 60th mobs. According to Wowhead, the best chances of getting these is running through runes of AQ or Temple of AQ. They'll give you a decent drop chance on these gloves, and you have a lot of mobs in there, so you might get lucky and pick up the gauntlets from there. Not really any models that match. There's models that look the same but aren't the same colour scheme, so you might have to find some red gloves that are an alternative but not of the same model. As you see, they're like a greyish colour, so they're no good to us at all. But there's plenty of red gauntlets out there, so you might get lucky and find some other alternatives to red mail gauntlets out there. I'm sure there's some that you'll be able to pick up. The next piece we're going to move on to is the belt, and this is the Chief Grenadier Girdle. Hybz has really gone out there and tried to find all the green BOE pieces in the world, because this is another one of those pieces that you're probably going to struggle to find. This is a level 33 item, comes from mobs that are around the same level. Alderman seems to have a pretty good drop chance on this belt. A lot of mobs in there do actually have a chance. So might be your best bet of just running through Alderman to farm this belt, or also Western Plagueland seems to have a decent amount of mobs that drop the belt as well. So I'd recommend running through Alderman if you're going to actually try and farm this belt, but it's a red belt, so I'm pretty sure there's a lot of alternatives to just the red belt. Belts don't really stand out too much, so I'm sure you'll be able to find something that suffices for this transmog. So the next piece up is the Leggings, and these are the Blood Knight Greaves. Same deal with the Blood Knight Breastplate. You're going to have to farm level 60 to 70 mobs or get lucky and find it on the auction house, so I'm not going to show you exactly what mobs this drops from. It's just the same pretty much as the breastplate. Tsunami boots for the boots. Nice easy boots. Finally Hybz has let us off and give us something a little bit easier to get. You can get the Tsunami boots from level workers, 450 and above level workers, and the mats aren't too bad. 7 savage leather and some thread, so you should be able to pick these up pretty easily. It doesn't really matter what enchantment you get on them as long as you get the Tsunami boots. But once again, these are red boots and don't really stand out too much, so you could find a different alternative to the boots. And then the final piece up is the weapon. Now, the weapon that's available on the Transmog is no longer in the game, which kind of sucks. So the Gladiator's Heavy Crossbow is no longer in the game, so you're not going to be able to get that. But luckily for us, there's a model that's, I think, identical. I couldn't see any differences between this one and the one I'm about to show you. So have no fear, you'll be able to pick up the same crossbow model if this is the one that you want. And the place we're going to get it from is Neverstorm. If you're unfamiliar with where Neverstorm is, it's in Outland, and we're going to head to Area 52. Now, for those who may or may not know, Area 52 has some old school PvP vendors that'll sell you some of the TBC gear and even the level 60 gear, but you won't be able to transmog that if you didn't have the required reputation at the time. So if you want some old school PvP gear for transmog, definitely head out to Area 52. But here we'll find the vendor, and as long as you are actually a hunter, you'll be able to change the you'll be able to see the item in the list. As you see, I can't actually see it here. I have to turn it onto all to actually be able to find it. But in this list somewhere should be, there it is the Gladiator's Heavy Crossbow. So there you find the crossbow that we're looking for. And it is exactly the same name as well, so I apologise for saying it's no longer available. That was my mistake. I thought it was the merciless one that you got from here, and it was the normal one that wasn't available anymore. But anyway, that is all the transmog, and if you want to submit your transmog to me for the next video, all you need to do is send me an email at syigamer@hotmail.co.uk with a few screenshots of your character, the name of your character, a link to your armory, and also a name for your transmog. So look forward to, and also leave a rating on this transmog to let me know what you think. So look out for more videos coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya!